shoot, this is usually where I say something.
ASMR. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, I got nothing. The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast.
Is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
Hosted by a group of best friends. If you'd like to find out more, visit nerdchatmedia.com.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
And we're
And yeah, I was gonna say, there goes our.
All right. It's that time, boys. Hey, I cut it off, right? We're good. We're good. It was only a few seconds. Don't worry. The YouTube bots are not watching this channel. Oh, hello. Daddy D. Wally here. Welcome to The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. It is Indiana Jones time, you guys. I am so pumped right now. I almost want to quit the show and go play it right now. You guys can host. I don't give a right now. I'm going to go play some India. Joining me as always is the official, oh man, he's getting into it, stalker, Jose at Chipotle Bear. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I also had a surprise for you guys. I was going to put it as my tagline, but I didn't want to spell it till the show was live. This is a milestone for us. This is the very first time our entire podcast is being recorded entirely on our PC. There's no Mac involved.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. PCs are better than Macs. Even Jose said it.
Nope, that's
I
literally
wondered,
not
you
what I
looked
said.
a little more handsome tonight. I wondered
agree.
what that was.
So I'm excited to see if it goes. We may run into a couple of weird technical glitches because I didn't have a way to test this because I didn't want to spoil the surprise. But honestly, man, excited to be here. It's been a great great week of gaming is what I meant to say. And of course, for us in education, I got 2 weeks till Christmas break. Man, I cannot wait to consume enough.
You dog. Shout out to the chat who's here as well. And can someone put the trophy room, a PlayStation show? I don't know why it says a PlayStation show on there. I thought it was a PlayStation podcast. Can someone put them on timeout? He says, "Bring me on, you cowards." Joe, what do you have to say? All right. Are we going to bring him on or not? I don't know. Let's.
That's what he wants to do.
Oh, permaban him. Nissa, permaban him. Joining me as always, wish my wife a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nell. X Bacon Gaming.
It's a shout out to my wife who knows how dedicated I am to our craft that she allowed me to podcast on her birthday.
Happy birthday.
So shout out to my lovely wife, ripe old age of 23.
Love it.
Wow. So you're 30 years older than your wife. Okay.
I was a bit of a cradle robber. So
joining us is he's recently turned into a Packers fan. Go Pack Go, Bubble Boy and Seven.
Yeah, I just like bacon. Needed to shout out my wife. So the Packers are playing right now. Ashley's a massive Packer fan. So because she lets me do this once a week, every week, I figured she's like, "You're gonna leave during the Packers game?" I was like, "Don't worry, I'll put my Packers hat on and I'll give a little shout out." I also need to say, I am just thankful to be here. I'm thankful for life in general. We had a horrible day at Gateway for a lot of reasons that I haven't talked to anybody about yet. And just remember to squeeze your loved ones, people.
Yeah, see, you can be sad and depressed, but don't worry, Stelling we'll make fun of you having no context as to why you might be having a bad day. So always remember that.
But in positive note, I took the feedback from last week and I noticed, so I had the AI,
I was
going to
say Gemini AI art. Yeah.
You can't.
He was using Gemini approved at work. Don't worry, you guys, it is approved.
Do you see? So I was like, make me a Game of Thrones video game themed Game of Thrones.
Very
like
AI.
the pizza
with some pizza and some burgers.
It looks like a cookie, maybe. I don't know.
I think they're burgers.
Can you see the controllers now? Like,
no.
Oh, I see the controller.
I got on, like, I'm usually on 30-40 minutes before the show. I was on about 2 minutes before, so I didn't have time to tweak it, but I think it looks all right.
Jose, let's move on to Nerd Chat Shoutouts.
Joe called us cowards.
Shout out to Bubble Boy N7 himself for reaching out to Lily Mo Games, and shout out to their PR company, Mr. Ben Smith over, I think it's called, I can't remember. What's the name of the PR, Bubble Boy? It's something with his name. It's something with his name. Anyway, regardless, we got our first pre-release video game to review, Jose.
Lamb Smith.
Lamb Smith PR. Shout out. I will be doing our exclusive review for Tribreaker, a Sacred Symbols Odyssey, the sequel to the previous Brick Breaker game from Lily Mo Games, which is Twin Breaker, a Sacred Symbols Adventure, or something like that, which I did beat. And yes, it is PlayStation themed. And yes, it's coming out on all platforms.
Yeah.
And yes, I do have every achievement unlocked. Also platinums for some of these games on PlayStation. So I can't say anything else, Jose, because I'm under embargo.
That's correct.
Nice.
First time, he's just proud to say that.
We just said it. You heard it here first.
That's
Nice.
Like
That's a good drop.
good.
Oh, moving on. Shout out number 2. Jose, where is Big Box 1431?
I don't know.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I am getting very concerned, Big Box. We haven't seen him in a month, you guys. I checked the comments. He posted a month ago. So, Bacon, what did you say about PlayStation to piss him off?
What didn't I say about PlayStation? So I take full responsibility. I'm sure it was me. And I apologize, Big Box. I'm a huge PlayStation fan. So I'm currently playing a PlayStation game. So
if anyone sees Big Box 1431 in the PS Trophy Room or various other podcasts, please tell them we're sorry. Well, we apologize for Bacon, we should say, because I didn't say anything mean to Big Box.
We miss you. I'm never getting rid of this. I'm a man. I'm 40 drop just for you, Big Box.
please come back.
Next shout out to Dinero Primero, aka Diego, who asked us last week about where we record our show and how it has changed throughout the years. So I'll go quickly. This is basically the same spot, Diego. I've been recording. I think the first episode, my computer was actually back there, and then my fake backdrop was over here. Then I moved it over there in the basement when I had my small OLED, and it was a nice little cozy corner over there. But then I didn't like it, and I needed a bigger TV, so we got the giant OLED right here next to me, to my left here, couch behind me, and so it's all been in the basement, Diego. And what's changed besides minor location? Have had this desk for a while, built the new PC. Before it was on a laptop, then it was on my HP Omen. Then let's see this PC over here. See it over here, guys. Kissing my PC again, if you couldn't hear.
Yes.
It's not sanitary, Dan.
And then I did add, I originally only had one Dinero, and then I got another matching. Well, actually, I stole the one from upstairs. Allie was pissed about that, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm displaying my nerd crap over here. And that's about it. So, Bacon, what about you? Where you've always been in the same spot as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I have my own little room here with my own little bathroom, and then the closet here is full of PC parts and boxes and cables, and it is a disaster in that little closet. But I do change my setup at least bi-monthly. Wife comes home and goes, "Huh,
What is that?
you did it again." And I just feng shui.
But
move
not
stuff.
on her birthday.
Right. And I've replaced every piece in my setup multiple times. I think this is my third audio setup for this podcast. Camera stayed the same, though, so I feel good about that. But I spend entirely too much money because I don't have any kids. So I got to spend it somewhere, and I can't take it with me when I die. So I'm just going to spend it all.
Do you have any extra 4090s back there?
I don't, but I'll probably have one up for sale here in January sometime.
Charlie pre-order that 5090 bacon.
We're going to hear some news. Computex is coming, and that's in Taipei, Taiwan.
Computex is coming. Jose, what about you? What was yours?
Real quick, I'm in the same space that I've always podcasted in. I have changed my setup. Obviously, many of you know if you've listened, we moved over to PC last year, and so I've had to change kind of my setup here. If I zoom out on my camera, because I'm zooming in a little bit, you can see a little bit more. I'm just in my bar in my house. So like over there to my right is like our family room. This is like the door to my garage. And it used to be that I would podcast so that my camera was facing that way because there was a shelf of games there. But since then, I've gone back to this. So I have stayed in the same spot, but obviously the gear and stuff has changed over time. And only getting better and really enjoy. I mean, in addition to gamers, we're all big nerds in terms of like tech and stuff. So it's very fun stuff for us for sure. Chance?
Yeah, when we first started, if you go back to the Chipotle Bandit video, I was just on my little manual up and down desk in the dining room with no background, no even like fun background or anything. And then when we got our basement finished, had the like the IKEA box shelving behind us with some nerd stuff. But now that I have the full mega rig PC set up, all the goodness is in front that you can't see. Which actually I could probably just I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Look, there's the rest of the basement. There's my wall of maps over there. You can probably see the Elden Ring map.
Yep.
The Skyrim map, Skyrim Metro
nice
map.
touch.
We got Witcher 3 up at the top, Baldur's Gate, got Cyberpunk, all kinds of stuff, fun stuff. Anyway, but then green screen, because you don't want to just look at my couch this whole time.
Debatable.
Disagree.
Yeah. Moving on, let's go on to shout outs to our shorts. Bildo asked about a cable extension, Bildo18. I explained that, Jose, so we don't need to go over that. I actually just responded to him.
Nice.
Colin Brendan 7659 2 days ago in response to the short about the PS5 being equivalent to a 4080. Yeah. And they're still assuming the Pro can achieve 4080 levels of performance, even with a 7800 X3D. Delusion is deep. Guys, I've been hearing that the Pisser upscaler is not good. And
bad.
Games are getting worse somehow with the PlayStation 5 Pro. So I'm
losing
glad we
frames,
skipped that.
Muddy textures.
Getting the much worse shimmering effects, I'm sorry, and thankfully none of us were dumb enough to buy the PS5 Pro.
Joe bought one.
Well, Joe said he needs it for coverage,
for the
but
podcast.
I'd say. And then shout out to Justin Bogus 9690. I missed this last week. He wrote it basically right before, I think because we recorded earlier last week. That's right. The gravity death he died on his one death was at the crumbling Forum Azula,
Always.
where the birds attack you. And the dragon drops lightning strikes. I was jumping the gap to the dragon and got hit by a stupid bird.
Oh, that sucks.
Bubble Boy. I was listening to the podcast in my car this morning, and my 12-year-old Riley said, "I'm so glad Bubble Boy is back on the show. I really missed him. He's great."
Yeah.
Thought you'd
Thanks,
get a kick out
Riley.
of that.
Thanks, Riley.
Ooh, it
Thanks,
makes me
Riley.
bad about all the
One of my
cursing
chopped
now.
liver.
At Daddy Diwali, I'm going to throw out an idea. Okay, here we go.
Let's read this because my wife agrees.
About Bubble Boy coming back? Thanks, Nell. Nell and
She
Riley,
does
they
agree
both-
about that. She doesn't quite
I'm
like
going to throw out an idea that your co-hosts are too nice to share. Keep a pad and pencil at your station while doing the podcast
He does.
instead of interrupting your co-hosts. Write it down. Then you can share when we finish and you can get your thought in. The rest of the Nerd Shack should cap them at 3 interruptions an episode. I can't hear it,
Little
Jose.
loud, bro.
Just kidding, brother. I can imagine how hard it is to be the head man and balancing sharing your thoughts while keeping others engaged too. Well, thank you, Bogus, because it is difficult. And the only reason I interrupt is because I remember specifically Colin and Greg and all those guys, the guys I look up to, they mentioned this in the podcast. And actually, speaking of, recently, Gene and Crazy Jaffe were on a podcast, and they were talking about how they always interrupt. I get it, and I agree with you, and I understand I do it sometimes. But I'd rather interrupt because, 1, I remember Colin and Greg agreeing to that, and 2, because we want to keep this as natural as possible. So if we were just talking to each other, in general, we would just say things. Like, we're not going to be like, I'm going to write this down and remember to talk to you about
We
this
cut
later.
each other off all the time. For the record.
Exactly. So I know I do it a lot, but it's just because I got to get it out. Or, like Gene said, I'll forget because I'm an old boomer. And so that's the only reason I don't write notes down sometimes. Otherwise, I literally will forget it. So I appreciate the feedback, August. I have thought about it. And it's so funny. I read this and then I heard Gene and Jaffe talking about it. And they're way worse than I am. They're constantly just going off. But appreciate it. Noted. I will try my best. I do keep a notepad. And I already forgot to put down the timestamp for the freaking shout outs.
In his defense, Bogus, he's got to keep me on track because I kind of...
We all along.
I get squirreled and it's over. So
okay. And then postscript for...
No,
sorry.
Forgot the JK
Yeah, sorry.
part.
Okay. No, I read that. Postscript. Yes, I did.
Yes, you
tried.
he did. Yeah.
I tried. I tried the fried pickle and ranch Whopper today at Burger King. It took 10 minutes to get my order, and the burger was a little too salty. C+ at best. Stop propping up Burger King, D-Wally. Nobody agrees with your hot burger takes. Love you guys. Whopper's best fast food burger. Sorry. Postscript. Bubble Boy and Chipotle Bear and bacon. I started playing Balatro. Any beginner tips are appreciated. Go ahead, take it away.
The first one, the very easiest one is, it's not poker. Don't play it like poker. The best hands you can have are ones that score from a high card or a pair. So
okay, bacon.
Don't feel like you're wasting money buying the celestial packs and stuff so you can get stacks on your hands that double the outputs. They're very important. I don't play with the tarot cards at all because they're kind of annoying.
Really, Bacon?
Yeah, I probably should.
Really?
I've won twice without a tarot card. But find the hand you like to play, like a flush or a straight, and start and getting your bonus points on those. You're going to lose a lot, and it's going to make you mad, and then it's just going to click.
Yep.
The way the game wants you to play it is going to click, and it's absolutely
terrible
addictive.
tips. Well,
All right. We'll read Joe's in a second. We'll read Joe. Put your
into getting on the show.
He's all capped.
Yeah, he wants to get on the show.
No. To be fair, Joe, he's seriously got like $1,000 on this, so I'd listen to Joe. Joe, type your advice in, please. Next shout out, all from Todd Oxtra. Shout out to Todd
Didn't get
Oxtra.
to give his advice.
And we'll come back to it. Shout out to Todd Oxtra. He goes above and beyond on our YouTube comments because he writes down multiple comments throughout the show to boost that YouTube algorithm. And thanks to him, we're averaging 66 views versus 48. So thank you, Todd, for all of that. Matt is the sugar daddy of the nerd chat. Sending you a big hug, Dan. I must defend Bubble Boy. His connection was rock solid when we record Waiver Wire Wizards. I probably have 300 hours in Destiny. I love the classes in combat and PvE campaigns. I know Destiny gets crap, but no other game has delivered another PvE game like that. That's true, Todd. I was hoping Anthem would deliver that, but we know that story. And a 12-man fire team? Blasphemy. Don't talk crap until you try it out. Because it was probably one of the best parts of the DLC, any of the DLCs.
Waiting for it.
Once we got into it.
That's true. Cheating is the weirdest thing. What do people get from it while playing a video game? If the whole point is having skill, it just seems dumb. He's referring to the Chronos. And David Jaffe is a very weird dude. I just wish he'd actually go back to making games.
I love Jaffe.
Perfect, Jose. God dang it. That's why you're the number one producer.
Jaffe has the best takes.
Back to the trophy room advice here when it comes to Balatro. He said, don't listen to these fools. That's all his advice is. Thank you,
I'm
Joe.
gonna play Balatro right now.
I mean, he's right, though.
Joe,
We're not claiming to be experts. We just like to play games.
I did.
Joe's on a 1-month permaban from the show. So I don't know.
He's writing that down, folks.
Joe, can you explain in the chat why you want to come in right now onto the show? If it's just to talk caca about...
He wants to talk about his PlayStation 5 Pro. I think it's his PlayStation
Well, I don't want to talk
5
about
Pro.
Mario. We've got a lot of news. And speaking of news, Jose, let's jump into Nerd Chat or news, Xbox news for the week.
News team!
That was better. Just a little higher.
News story number 1. Xbox year in review 2024. We all got the tweets, the emails. It's time to look back at a great year of gaming, especially on Xbox. Does everyone have their stats pulled up and ready to go here?
Damn Skippy.
Absolutely.
I've been very excited to get to this. I am a little shocked at my numbers. Not gonna lie.
Tells you how much video games we
They
play.
always scare me whenever we get to these. Grayson, you better get in bed right now, or I swear you're permabanned. So, let's jump into it, guys. What's everybody's current gamer score? Let's start out with that right away. Jose?
I mean, mine's always low because I am not an achievement hoe, as these three are, to be honest with you.
What is it?
But it is 58,000 right now, which I'm so proud of. Like, I'm happy with that. I have no complaints about doing that. But I mean, I think all of you are over six figures, right?
How much did you get this year? It's right there. Right at the top. It's like
4,000, almost 5,000. Like I was 20 points short of 5,000.
Bacon, what about you? Current gamer score, how much you added this year?
Not very good. 73,319 with only adding 4,400.
What, just Bacon?
All right. And Bubble Boy, what about you?
I am at this year. I added 8,000. Listen, 8,444.
Oh,
Odd number.
And I went back and looked because I didn't notice it when it happened. I was like, "What the hell?"
What game was it?
It was Still Wakes the Deep.
Then that's why I didn't play
and there is one achievement, the one achievement that I didn't get that I was like, I don't understand how this is even possible. I'm certain that I got this achievement and didn't in the end for 1 point. One achievement score, not 10, not 101. For one thing, you had to die in every possible way when it came to electricity. And I'm like, I'm not going back and redoing that.
I bet if you go to True Achievements, you can look up specific ones. So like, if you need to fix it,
you
can get something.
And I might, but then eventually I'll also get to have one that ends in 69 because I'm at a 4.
That would be good. See, that would be okay. If you ever get stuck there, you got to keep that.
And then overall 215, 884.
Nice. I got to interrupt. Grayson would like to show his Ford Shelby GT 500. Hold it up to the camera, Grayson. This is his recent Lego that him and I had built. This way. It's very cool. It even has a little motor in there. It goes automatically. He did ask for more Legos this Christmas. He wants the Rocket Raccoon. He's got a little spaceship, and it looks pretty cool, you guys. I'm not going to lie. So shout out to my son for building this.
Boy.
We're big car fans, big Lego fans. And, Grayson, what's your favorite game on Xbox? Say it.
Forza.
Forza.
Forza what? Horizon. Which one? Just Forza Horizon? 4. Yeah, he loves all of them. So shout out to my son, Grayson. Thank you so much.
Although actually, probably 4 would be his favorite.
He likes 5. It has
4 has the Legos.
Yeah, but he likes Hot Wheels too, though.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Very nice. Thank you, son. Good night. Love you. Wait.
Almost a tangle incident. We're coming back.
That could have been.
Does he know his father is a coward?
He's too young to have to live through that kind of disappointment. Come on, Joe.
All right, as far as my gamer score is concerned, I'm sitting at 308,825. Somehow, I gained 8,860 Achievos, and I'm shocked, Bubble Boy, because I've been playing a lot more on PC and PlayStation, and this is actually my lowest year. So,
really,
my preferred platform, PC. 503 hours spent on PC. 336 on console still. So it took me a while to switch over. But those are. What about you guys? What was your split? Bacon? All PC, right? Yeah. You didn't have
I
console.
have 886 hours on PC Game Pass, and I have 5 hours on mobile, surprisingly, and 20 hours on cloud, and I have 0 minutes on console. Not one.
You have none on console?
Not 1 minute on console.
Wait a second, trophy room. Hey, kid, look at me. Look at the chat, you coward. Takes after his dad. Weak jeans. Nissa, will you put Joe on a timeout, please? Mods, get this bully out of here.
And I think I know what his announcement is. I just don't want to spoil it.
Shout out to 1 Hour 1 Decision. D-Wally car update, please. Joe, I'll bring you on in 1 second. Let's just get through this Xbox year in review, okay? Just give us 5 minutes. Chris, you already know the updates. And I haven't shared with these guys, but we're not going to tell them. Update. I'm getting Under Armour.
I'm not going to share updates. Ooh, update.
Wait, there is an update. I can share. I'm getting Rally Armor Mud Flaps black with a gray subtle logo. Tell me what you think about that.
Car's going to be fast.
Jose,
That's really fast.
total hours. Oh, sorry, my total hours was 840. Total hours for you, Jose, what was your split?
What do you think my total hours was? I'm curious what you guys think.
Not as much as us.
He had 300 on
Yeah,
console.
of course, that's ridiculous. Of course not.
500.
500 PC, 100 console.
Wow.
It's actually 503 total.
Oh,
Dan was right on the money. And actually, Bacon will be proud of me. 416 of that 503 is on PC, which is pretty rad. And that, to be fair, what's really cool about that for me is I play a lot of games beyond that on Steam. Right? Obviously, none of these are counting for Steam hours, and I played a lot on there this year. So I was really happy when I saw this today. Not that I don't think I game a lot, but you just do some simple math. That means I gamed almost 2 hours every single day of the year. That makes me so happy to say that out loud.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Just in terms of
what a
pure-
badass, you guys. Before I go over to Bubble Boy, did you share your split or no?
Not yet. Nope.
Okay, let me get the chat in here real quick. Shout out to Luke, Lore, Xbox expansion pass. By the way, Luke and Joe, while you're in here, we got to go over the results. Yes, they're not what we wanted from the Fantasy Critic League, but we need to plan that episode when you want to do that. Todd said Forza Horizon 4 is leaving Game Pass. Yes, it's because it's getting delisted, Todd. All the Forza games get delisted after a while due to licensing to cars, music, etc. Always buy them when they're on sale. It was like $5. I bought it on PC. I have it. You should do that. It might be on sale right now. Usually right before it's delisted.
It'll be a Christmas sale too.
Go buy. No. It gets delisted in like a few days. So
if
you're gonna buy Forza Horizon 4, guys, go do it. One of the best. Chance, what was your total hours and what was your split?
80 on console.
Oh,
Nice.
430 on PC.
Nice.
33 on mobile.
okay.
Dang.
And
He was cloud streaming a lot.
yep, and 32 on cloud.
Oh,
So
actually,
that's
wow,
completely
that's
separate.
okay. I forgot. I had 58 minutes on cloud. I don't even know what that was. So, awesome. I mean, did anyone see Luke's, by the way? Luke was like at 1,300 hours, something insane on Xbox. Like, it was crazy. Dinero Primero live update. It's on permanent price drop. Forza Horizon 4. Pick it up now. Yes, grab it now, guys. Top 3 games. Here are mine. Does all of ours probably number 1? Call of Duty. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, 350 hours this year. My God. Number 2. Does anyone want to guess my number 2 most played game of 2024 on Xbox?
Starfield.
Correct. 72
Same
hours.
here.
Number 3 for me. Anyone want to take a guess? This one's a little hidden gem. It was one of the last major console games I played. Actually,
Destiny.
I played it on PC too. Never mind. Nope. Bacon.
Elden Ring?
It was a Game Pass game, third party, Souls-like.
Oh, the game Chapone I quit on.
Lies of P.
No rest.
Oh, yeah. All right.
62 hours. Lies of P. 1,000 on 1,000. Very proud of that one. What a great game. Joe,
Yeah.
Lies of P is better than Bloodborne. I said it.
Oh, go, Jose. Yourself.
Jose, go ahead. What's your top 3
Go
games?
yourself.
Top games, no surprise.
Better
Call of
than
Duty. I
Bloodborne.
played so much Call of Duty in the last couple of weeks. It's absolutely absurd, to be honest with you. I have no regrets. 92 hours in the last since it dropped since Black Ops came out, which is crazy. Second, I was very surprised by this, but I realized I played it a lot on my Ally, and I kind of think there was a bug where it kept saying that I was playing it, but I wasn't actually playing it. Evil West. Evil West was my number 2 game of the year.
I forgot I beat that game this year.
Yeah, a cool game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
That was just bizarre as my number 2. Number 3, Destiny 2, unfortunately.
Oh, you dog.
Really?
We got a Destiny 2 fan, you guys.
And then just real quick, my 4 and 5, Another Crab's Treasure was 4, and Pal World because
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's the top 10. Sorry, we should have done a top 5.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give out your top 5, Jose.
I just did it. So Another Crab's Treasure was 4, Pal World was 5, and even though it just came out, Stalker 2 is my number 6 right now.
Okay, so my other favorites, Forza Horizon 4 at 5. Jose, let's just do our top 10. Everyone just do our top 10. Read them off real quick. Number 5, Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. Number 6, Halo Infinite. Number 7, Mafia Definitive Edition. Number 8, Remnant 2. Number 9, Flintlock, great game. Number 10, I'm proud of this one, Castlevania: Symphony of the Night.
Ooh, that's
Bacon, what was the rest of yours?
All right.
My first one, of course, was Call of Duty at 274 hours. Number 2, I knew this would be Curse of the Dead Gods. 226 hours in that roguelike. Oh, God. Followed by number 3, freaking Brotato. I played dumb games,
Played a
guys.
lot.
No, they're all good games.
4, I got Destiny 2. 5, Callisto Protocol. 6, Have a Nice Death. 7, Dead Cells, me and those roguelikes. 8, Go Mecha Ball. 9 is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. 10 is Starfield. I'm a little shocked that's low.
Oh, wow. Okay.
11, Age of Empires. 12, Cuphead. And then, we were going to do 10, and I've gone past that. So I'm going to shut up now.
Okay.
Bubble Boy.
43 was this. Call of Duty, obviously, 246 hours. Top achievement, bulldozed, 0.09% of players unlocked it. No idea what that is.
Good job, though.
Maybe was that the beating it on veteran?
Good
No
game.
idea. Do you
I
guys
haven't
have
even done that yet.
Yeah,
Mine was High Wire Act, 0.07%. Modern Warfare 3.
oh.
I got sick at 2.76.
Keep going, Bubble Boy.
Starfield number 2, 49 hours. Number 3, Power Wash Simulator, baby.
Nice. Rest of your top 10.
Number 4, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Number 5, Dead Island 2. Number 6, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Number 7, Fallout 4 PC. Number 8, Brotato. Number 9, Still Wakes the Deep. Number 10, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Yes. I also had Hellblade on my list as well later on in the 20s. And then a bunch of Forza games because Grayson plays those, and Bluey. But shout out to Bluey. Fantastic game. Let's move on to what top games played with friends. Mine was Halo Infinite, PUBG. God, PUBG is still on there, you guys. That's insane. Literally, the only reason why I keep my consoles to play PUBG and Halo with those were Pomps and Ains. Those are my top friends who I played with. And the Master Chief Collection, shout out to MKen10. I played that with him. My top friends, Pack Attack, Pomps, Porsche Power, Chipotle Bear, Owen Lars. Sorry, Bacon. Apparently, they don't have you on here, which is strange.
I don't even have a friends category.
I think these are console. Oh my gosh. You don't
literally
have top games played with friends?
That is not on here anywhere.
I think this has to be console stats because
And I only have one, and it's a game I didn't even play very long.
Okay, there we go. Jose, what about you? You've got to have some.
Mine's here's what's messed up about mine is because I've transitioned to PC, the Xbox that we have, the Series S over there, is played by my daughters. So like my top friends are my 2 daughters' accounts, and then Dan, Alan, and Dan, like Dinosaur D, like Mini D. I don't have Bacon or Chance on mine because of that. Even though, and again, we're playing a lot through Steam now too. But my top games were Halo Infinite is definitely up there, and then Minecraft and Minecraft Legends. Those were the 2 after that.
Yeah, it's got to be all console.
We got like 300 hours in Call of Duty, but the game I played with friends was Remnant 2 for like 2 hours. And we played Destiny 2. Like, I'm confused at how this is compiled.
You know what's crazy? If you look at the community gamer score for Call of Duty, community gamer score 3 billion, 3.7 billion.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, man.
Okay, well, here's some scary stuff, you guys. Did you guys watch the video from Phil? I did watch Lord Phil Dominus Spencer Maximus. I did watch his cheesy little video. I did watch it. But what's really scary, you guys, it tells you at the bottom underneath, it's above the rewards section. It tells you how many months you've been on Game Pass. I've been on there for 84 months. Here's a scary one, you guys. Total minutes played. Do you see that on yours?
Yeah.
144,000.
I have 181,000 minutes lifetime.
138.
And that means I
But
converted
that's
it.
not-
I've played
no,
125 days
Within the Microsoft ecosystem.
of my life.
You've played
Which
more than
guarantees I've played at least a year of my life on video games. And I couldn't be any happier. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Rewards points, by the way, I almost sold 40,000, so it's almost a $50 gift card. I did spend 100. I got another 100 Bacon this year, so that's what paid for my Indiana Jones expansion show.
Nice.
Everybody in the chat, please add us your stats. We'll probably talk about this more throughout the year, throughout the show. I always love seeing this. And did you guys notice, for real, they were on the ball this year. This was published first out of everybody, and it's well done. It's concise. Because I remember when it was just a year or two ago where they didn't even do one and it was just through true achievements. What a mistake. Way to go, Xbox. Way to understand that, yes, people do care about this. I saw it all over multiple timelines. This is a thing you have to do every year, and it's fun to see. It's fun to share.
Oh, it's so cool.
Shout out to Xbox for being on top of it this year. Anything else you guys want to add or anything that stood out to you? Are we good to move on?
Well, I just want to point out that I'm in the top 4 percentile and the top 3 percentile and the top 3 percentile.
I wish I was in the top percentile. for a
I
lot of
play
things,
way
but-
too many video games.
Disagree.
Nah.
Hey, Mike, I'll Deja Vu, I'll send you the link to the page so
Yeah,
you can see your
it's
stats.
just xbox.com/year in review. I'm pretty sure. You can just Google it and it'll pop up right away. Where do you see that, Bacon? The percentages? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
top 4% of time
figured
played.
you were.
Top 1% gamer score. Top 1% achievements unlocked.
Rolled.
That's insane, bud.
Yeah, I'm hey, top 1% of gamer score, top
Yeah.
1% of achievements unlocked.
Yeah,
I'm top 3%. I'm still
Dude, someday Bubble Boy is gonna pass me. I already know it. And by the way, speaking of seagulls, Court is gonna be at like prestige level.
Yeah.
1000.
Dude, that's insane. That chance.
He's still playing.
That boy, he doesn't. I don't think he sleeps or works.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, quit his job.
Let's move on to news story number 2. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is out. Screw the PC requirements. It's all messed up. You need a powerful rig. Do we
Yeah.
read, Bacon, do you want to read these at all?
Jose,
Jose, bring 'em
I'm a little
up.
concerned it would be an unoptimized mess if it's requiring a 40.
People are freaking out. The specs are ridiculous for the minimum. So right now we know what the minimum is. This is an Xbox Series Series X. You need 16 gigs of RAM. You need a good processor or whatever. But the minimum graphics card that you need is an RTX 2060 Super, which is basically a 2070, and an AMD Radeon 6600. SSD required, GPU hardware ray tracing required. So no matter what, Bacon, this has ray tracing. Am I understanding this correct?
Yes.
But
Okay.
not today though. They said
Yes.
Silken was posting in one of the discords that the patch for ray tracing won't come out till day one.
Day one.
Okay, didn't know
Oh,
that.
so
Yeah, so your early adopters don't get mad or downvote the.
I really don't care. I've never really noticed a difference with ray tracing. This will be
You're
good. If
gonna
I
notice
notice
it on
it,
this one.
well, I guess we'll see.
Gonna burn your ass.
For where Bacon and where I am sitting at full ray tracing.
Yeah.
Recommended performance. I have a AMD 7700 or better. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have an RTX 4080 Super. And Bacon is sitting at Ultra. I don't need to read it. Bacon's
Yeah,
got the
you do.
supercomputer. No, he's got a 4090, you guys, and 100.
My processor isn't even on this list. It's so new. I have a 9800.
Done
X3D.
comparing stats, guys. Let's go straight to, I don't know if you saw underneath it.
Damn it.
Shinobi tweeted out some of the reviews. 5 out of 5 VGC, 5 out of 5 Eurogamer, 5 out of 5 Games Radar, 9.5 out of 5 Gaming Trend, IGN 9, GameSpot 9, Shack News 9, Gaming Bolt 9, Game Rant 9. I also think VGC, I did read that one. Noisy Pixel 7, Pure Xbox apparently hated it, 6. Windows Central 4.5 out of 5. The
typo.
Gamer 4 out of 5. PC Mag 3.5 out of 5. Metacritic 86, Metacritic 85, OpenCritic 86.
Did you read IGN's?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
And shout out to Ryan McCaffrey. Love Ryan McCaffrey. I always hold what he says with high regard. He's one of the goods, one of the olds. Denaro Primero said, "I heard Bacon's PC power is NASA." You got that right, Denaro.
That's absolutely right.
Ryan McCaffrey tweeted once the embargo lifted, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is, in my honest opinion, the best Xbox exclusive in years. I absolutely adore it so far, as has everyone else I've talked to about it. We discussed Machine Games' latest dub in a spoiler-free detailed review of this episode of Unlocked. Well, I'm not going to listen to it because I'm not going to listen to anything about Indie until I play it.
Yep.
IGN's review 9, amazing, an irresistible and immersive global treasure hunt, and far and away the best indie story this century. Oh, wow.
This
Indiana
century.
Jones and the Great Circle doesn't belong
that-
in a museum.
no,
it
time
belongs
out,
on a
time
hard
out.
drive where you can play it.
Time out. You know what that means? He's just saying you take out the original trilogy.
Yeah.
It means nothing.
Well, it means a lot.
Well, it'd be
It's-
2 other movies.
means
Two
a
other.
lot.
Have you not seen the South Park episode on the Crystal Skull?
Anyway, guys, I've seen this sentiment a lot on the timeline that this is Xbox's best
Whose
game
Discord
in
keeps
years.
going off here?
That's true.
It's ours. And
That's for our
so
fans.
great reviews. I did see Greg Miller. He gave it a 6.5. He was not a big fan. He said it was great, everything indie, but I guess gameplay wise, people aren't digging it. I love stealth games. I love Indiana Jones. I already know this is gonna be my game of the year, you guys. I'm so pumped. So, Jose, why don't you lead us off? What were your reactions to the reviews?
I mean, I'm just not because of console war reasons. I'm just happy it's getting good scores.
Yeah.
Partially because I know there's a lot of money and time and effort that went into it. Don't get me wrong, that is a big part of it. But also just like I despite all of our jokes with our other podcast friends and all of our fans and everybody, like I just want good games to come
We
out.
just want good games, Joe.
We just want to have fun, man. Like that's why we have so many hours logged in games, is because we like having fun. So I'm glad it's getting good reviews. I'm sure that I'll enjoy it. I'm sure I'll have a great time. Do I think I'm going to replay it 1,000 times? Probably not. But I think it will absolutely be worth the money that I spend, and life will be great, man. So I'm really excited for it. I am not buying the early version, to be fair. I have many hours to go in Stalker, and I have plenty of other games that I just spent a lot of money on for Steam sale and Autumn sale. So I'm going to wait till the full release comes out. But I'm also excited, man. It's going to be great.
Bacon, go ahead. I can tell you want to say something. Go ahead.
I'm going to address Joe in the chat, and I'm going to say I'm playing it the best place to play it on PC, because that's just he says he's going to play it at the best place, which is I assume
pull
is
those specs
PS5 Pro.
back up. Yeah.
I'm super happy for the game. I'm going to say this. I'm not a stealth guy, but I think the IP.
Bacon's gonna hate it.
No, I
Hates
still
stealth.
think the IP is going to power me through, because I got listened to Rand's review today, and there's lots of ways to approach every situation, and he says he had over 30 hours in it, so it's going to be a lengthy game. Looks phenomenal. I mean, I've been on board with this. I'm a huge indie fan. I remember watching these when I was a kid, and that's like black and white TV time. I'm so damn old. I'm happy Xbox has got a hit. I'm happy that it's not getting that dirty Xbox review bias, or taxes that they like to call it, hold the line. So everybody go out and buy it. I'm sure it's going to do really well on Steam, and it's
You
going to
think?
fill the coffers. I think it will do well
I
on
don't
Steam.
know.
And that's a perfect segue for mine.
Go ahead,
'Cause I was
Chaz.
like, yeah, what I wanted to say. I love that you said that, Bacon, because Ains's comment was the best. He goes, "Indie at an 87. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So a 93 on the PlayStation scale and 104 on Nintendo."
Exactly.
And I think
Based
he's
Ains.
so right. Like that's exactly what's happening here, and that means this game is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to play it. Number two, because I had three things to say here. Number two was Cora keeps refusing to see any of these movies.
Dude,
'cause she's
it's kind of
afraid-
scary, dude.
She's
It
afraid
is.
of fire.
Temple of
I know.
Doom. Actually,
Doom
all
is
of them are pretty
My daughters
spooky.
love them. My
For
kids love them.
PG.
When did you let him watch it, Jose? Because I want to, but I know my kids are sheltered. They're
You know,
sissies.
it was when did the new movie release? Was it last Christmas? When did
Yes,
the
it
new
was
movie
last
come out?
year.
That we
You
watched
watched-
all of them leading up to it, except for Temple of Doom. That one we did watch this year in like October during Halloween time. Because
Oh
I was just
no,
like
nightmares!
the like gnarly part where he rips his heart out. I was
dude, it's scary.
Well,
Little
and
much
even in the
kids.
first one,
Yeah, the first one, the
dude's
melting
getting shot in
faces.
the head.
like,
anyway,
Melting Face is what I was worried about, and they
she's
love it.
always like, absolutely not going to watch it. I was waiting for her to say yes, and then last night I finally just turned it on. She was hooked immediately. She watched
Would you
for
watch?
the first one, the Raiders
Oh.
of the Lost Ark, and we just turned it on, and
Yeah, the snakes.
we're
That's
good.
great.
She had to,
Disney
had to
Plus?
turn it off. What?
Are they on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Amazon? No, only the newest one, Amazon.
Really?
Oh, I own them. Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah.
anything else?
And then the
Boy?
last thing,
Based
yeah,
on
that
it.
I had to share. I'm so excited because I was so upset that I couldn't play all the wonderful games that Matt bought us last week because the update with Windows hasn't worked.
Feedback for you, Bubble Boy. Interrupt really quick.
Yeah,
I
no.
played an Ubisoft game last night. I was playing Ghost Recon. No
It's not
issues.
all of them.
Oh.
So go back and look. It is literally like 6 games. 3 of them are
Oh,
the ones that
sorry.
I had bought. So no, it's okay. So what I was gonna say though, that inspired me to go with the premium upgrade because I have the next 3.5 days all to
You
myself.
dog. Okay, I
Um,
can't wait to play Indy.
So I might have it beat by the time everybody else starts it.
No spoilers.
So,
By the way, Diego, you wrote another question. I'm sorry, we skipped again. Jose, can we get that in the notes again? He wrote a while back another question. Diego, can you highlight it and re-put it in right now? Actually, do that for me, brother. Todd Oxtra said, Indy missed the game of the year Grand Theft Auto deadline. What the heck? Should they have
not
Oh,
our game
oh.
of the year deadlines because we use the actual calendar
Oh,
year.
Game Awards. Should they have held off until January? No, Todd. You release a good game when you release it. It's good right now. Who gives a Who gives a because about the Keeleys? Okay, F the Keeleys. We got our own awards coming up, and Indy's going to be
Same thing
amazing.
that happened to Forza Horizon.
A
5,
good
and
game
that
is
was
a good game when it's a
yeah.
good game.
That's the question he put. Gennaro, I love you.
Dinero Primero said, Bubble Boy, when I see you lift yourself up like that, are you sitting on your leg? Curious, because I thought I was the only one who did that. Yeah, he likes to make
Literally
himself look taller. Diego.
To a T. Yeah, that's gonna help. To a T. That is exactly what I'm doing every time I do that. I'm switching which foot I'm sitting on.
By the way, there's some debate on Indiana Jones games. Number 1, Last Crusade. Number 2, Raiders. Number 3, Temple of Doom. Number 4, I don't even care after that. So
Exactly. That's why.
I love the one with his dad. I know some people consider Raiders the best. I love The Last Crusade. To me, like, that hits on so many different levels. The whole,
Don't call me
to
Junior.
No ticket. You know, there's just so many things about that, and just the adventures and running into Hitler and Hitler signing the book. Like, what a movie. I'm sorry.
I
So,
was the next guy.
moving on. Jose, did you have anything? I can't remember.
Chance, how did Cora do with the melting face? I wanted to know.
Right?
So we didn't finish it because it was past her bedtime, and we only watched like the first, I don't know, 40 minutes or so.
Got it.
I was
But
really
we got through the fight in Nepal.
Oh, that's
right? Like, and that was pretty graphic for a PG movie.
it was a bar fight. I was really worried about it, and my Scarlett, my youngest, loved it. The melting face. She was like, "Dad, that was rad. Can we watch it?" And I was like, "Nope, bedtime."
It's the Platties. You're not going to give the Platty award to Indie, Joe. You don't give anything to Xbox. You said you're not going to play it until you play it on PS5, but I forgot you have a fan vote, so I will be voting for that for Indie.
PC and Steam Deck you can play it on.
News story number 3: XDefiant is dead.
News story number 4.
Moving
All
on.
right.
Guys, it's ending. What, June 3rd, 2025, right? Or is that?
Any of us play it?
It's done. XDefiant is dead. Speaking of, did any of us play it? No. There's your answer. I had no interest to play this, but I wanted to get shout out to Zenkai Goose. He wrote a short novel on X about this, but basically, what if I told you how to indie early? I don't think you said that on the on your show earlier. Basically, I wanted to bring up Zenkai Goose's. It's a long thread. I don't know if you can pull it up, Jose. But basically, while sad, this shouldn't come as a shock. Personally, I find gaming companies too creative in the wrong places. And he said, for example, the F-150 is the most popular truck in the world by a ridiculous amount. But when Tesla entered the truck market, they didn't copy it. They made something completely different and created their own lane while simultaneously keeping what truck fans liked. Regardless of how you feel about the Cybertruck, it's clearly a success. Is the Cybertruck a success?
Ugliest thing. It's as ugly as a PS5.
No.
So how can you do that with something like XDefiant? You can't. Simply put, if you hypothetically make the perfect competitor to Call of Duty, literally the same thing with different features, which one do you realistically think consumers would choose? I think that's a great point. The 20-year-old franchise they grew up with or the new game copying it? But what Zenkai, his idea that he thought that video game companies should do, I would give Ubisoft a suggestion in theory that fits with their own franchises. A 5v5 third-person spies versus first-person mercs from previous Splinter Cell, guys, if you didn't know that. Splinter Cell games. Because it has technically everything they need. It's new. It offers COD gameplay on the merc side. It offers tension of being hunted like a battle royale on the spy side. It has the round-based dynamics of Siege and Counter-Strike. It has the built-in fan base, and the grapple and speak mechanic has been proven by Black Ops 6 to go viral. But most importantly, there's nothing like it on the market. Guys, what do you think of Zenkai Goose's proposed Ubisoft game where basically they bring back spies versus mercs? That's literally all he's doing, right, Bacon? Using current game assets from Rainbow Six, I would guess, use that engine, use what they currently have. Do you think this game would be a hit?
I think it would be better than what
Good answer. I agree.
It's hard because I didn't play XDefiant, and I don't
You
know
didn't?
why I
That's
didn't play
weird.
XDefiant. I also haven't played the rival, or what is it, Rivals, or that last
Marvel
free to play
Rivals?
in Steam. I don't play Counter Strike. Once people get into a set game they play, your Apex, your Fortnite, your Call of Duty, it's just so hard to break into those. And all the money we have tied up in skins and stuff, years and years and years and years in these games. So I think anyone who's trying to chase these live service games is gonna have a trouble. I mean, look at Concord. It had the backing of freaking PlayStation, and it's the worst game ever made, all time, hands down. Joe, I'm sorry.
Worst multiplayer game. Maybe not
Name
worst. Maybe
one-
worst.
Name another game that
Maybe
got-
worst isn't the right word. The biggest failure.
Right.
Ever.
I mean, yeah, the worst game of all time might be harsh, but the biggest failure of all time, absolutely, $400 million. I hate to see companies do this, but then you look at some of these remakes and remasters that are actually really good, your Resident Evils and stuff like that. So
Silent Hill.
do I
horror
want
games.
companies to fall back and rely on these unimaginative products that they did years ago? At this point, probably. I love Dead Space, but I didn't play Dead Space before. It's just, I don't think. I think it comes down to the fact that I don't have time to commit to another live service game because I'm already so ingrained in Call of Duty that finding another one just takes time away from Balatro. Yeah, and can't have that.
I like what you said though, Bacon. I think this idea that Zenkai is proposing is much better than anything that they've tried to do with that. Remember they had that
Ubisoft-
Battle Royale game that was canceled. They had this that's now like the Wildlands canceled. Like
And the problem is another thing that comes down to exclusivity, and Ubisoft are launching games on their
their
launcher.
launcher. But
But they've
now they're-
learned that lesson the hard
yes.
way. Yes, they're on Steam. Sony's going to go the way of the dodo too, continuing to launch their games only on their platform.
no, they got to release on Steam. Joe was
They
saying
do,
that too.
and then you see the same thing with Alan Wake 2, only launching on Epic, and
that was bad.
got crushed. Exclusivity, especially in the PC space, is just stupid. You cannot do it.
Todd Oxford said Ubisoft is in deep crud. And people have been hearing bad things about Shadows. Good thing we dodged that, even though I don't know if it didn't come out this year. Jose, any thoughts on Zenkai's game? I don't think any of you guys play this mode. I actually did play it. It was tense. It was fun, but it was a high learning curve to play it. So, Jose, did you play Spies versus Merc on Splinter Cell at all, on the 360 at all?
I did not. And I guess here's my thing. I actually think Goose loves games, right? I need to make it very clear. I don't think he's doing this because he's
He
trying
doesn't
to
like
Some
playing them.
games.
I
He
think
likes to
he's-
talk about games.
That is my opinion.
You heard me say that. Zenkai.
But I don't think it's a bad idea to go to what people want, but I don't want people to stop innovating. Like I disagree with Bacon a little bit in the sense that like I think that we need to be careful about putting things on pedestals before they release. I think that's an important thing to do because we've gotten in that trap with a lot of games. We have done that too here on this show where we just assume something's going to be amazing because of its pedigree or its studio, or we're guilty of saying that studio doesn't miss. It was in the chat even earlier about Indiana Jones, Machine Games. Someone said about Machine Games. I think
Machine Games, they don't miss.
Just
They actually didn't. Thank God. I was scared there, guys. I'm not going to lie. I was really afraid.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is we need to kind of slow our roll a little bit and just let games be games, man. And if you love them, great. I mean, like one of my favorite things I've seen with all the award shows, I was watching Trophy Room the other night. Shout out to Joe and Kyle and Light. Was that all the love for indies, right? And what's interesting about indies is that when people talk about indies that they
Hold
love,
on, Jose. Shout out to Lightweight for holding Joe accountable and being the only one on that show having the balls to give PlayStation a low score for the year. Not even Joe could commit to it. He only did that because Light said it was a 6 out of 10 year for them. Go ahead, Jose.
She is based.
is that basically when people talk about indie games, they don't usually crap on each other. They're like, "Oh, you like Nine Souls? That's dope. You like Stardew Valley?
That's a
Love
great point, Jose.
Like people do that all the time with indie games, but where we get really pissed at each other is with the AAA and even sometimes the AA space. And so we just stop doing that, man. Like if you love the game, and if you're hyped for it, be hyped for it. I never played Concord, so I can't really comment on the quality of that game, but it's not really my type of game. Right. And so I'm more bummed about the workers for it than the actual IP itself. But again, I still think it's no game or company deserves to have that happen. And Dan, you're right. Objectively, $400 million is a failure. Like, it's a big failure. So like, it's not that we're being biased there, but some of that was also our collective fault for raising it up before actually letting it happen. Yeah. So those are just my thoughts.
That is a great point about like the indie comparison. Like, you don't really hear that about people crapping on indie games and comparing, oh, you like this, like, and giving recommendations. That's so interesting that you bring that up. But when it's a AAA, big publisher, first party even, wow, people just love to just absolutely annihilate and poo-poo caca on games. So great point, Jose. Clip that. Somebody clip that. Jose, clip yourself clipping
Is
this.
he gonna end up on
this
on
clip
short?
of a short.
I'm on a lot of the shorts.
Bubba Boy,
I'm in most of
thoughts on Zenkai Goose's games? You probably played this. I hope one of us, somebody else did. Nope.
XDefiant?
No, Merc Spies versus Merc, Splinter Cell.
Oh gosh, forever ago. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think this would have had more success versus what Ubisoft is doing, and what can save Ubisoft at this point? I guess
I can appreciate what he's saying. Black Flag 4 remaster, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Bubba Boy, he's at a loss for words. XDefiant, everybody.
I really am. I'm like, I don't know what the answer to that would be. I also don't think any of their games are as bad as people are making them out to be.
True.
I was excited to play Star Wars Outlaws. I was excited to play Avatar. I was excited to play Assassin's Creed Mirage. They just weren't games. They just weren't day one buys for me.
Yeah.
Does that mean that's a failing company? God, no.
No.
But they aren't day one buys anymore, and that's okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ubisoft gets a lot of crap, but they also made some fantastic games. But they're clearly lost.
Big time.
They clearly need to figure it out. Zenkai, he asked in the comments, he's like, does this mean I'm no longer banned from the show? And I said, maybe. So Zenkai, if you want to come back on the show,
it'd be good to have you, Goose.
it's maybe. Only if you're going to talk something positive about games, Zenkai. Moving on to news story number 5. Joe, after we talk about this character creator for Dragon Age Veilguard, then I'll pull you. Jose, you can send him the link. All right. So news story number 5. By the way, I skipped the Black Ops one. Let's just save it. It's not even that important. Number 4, Dragon Age character creator. Bubble Boy, take it away.
Yeah, this is so cool. And I don't know if any of my co-hosts have done this like I did, but I downloaded at first when I read that it said standalone app, so of course I got on my phone. It's not an app, it's like a actual game that you go to the Steam store and download. And you download it just like you would a demo. I think it's 13 gigs.
For the character creator?
Yeah, man. And everything, whatever you do, you can pull it right into the game. I mean, I'm sure from what I understand, it's a very, very hefty character creator.
So this is your commitment to Dragon Age, is what you're telling me right now.
Are you asking me what do you mean this is my commitment?
Because you downloaded this and you're creating a character. So that means you're going to be buying this game?
So here's what I wanted to say, and here's why I put this on here, for 2 reasons. This is absolutely brilliant of them to do, because if I create a character that I really like, you bet your ass I'm buying this game. And I maybe wouldn't have otherwise. This is a game that I've loved all the Dragon Ages. Obviously, we're all huge BioWare fans here. I will have been playing this game regardless at some point. Yeah. If I like the character that I make, I'll be buying it at full price soon. And that's that. What more could you possibly ask for? And how hard? I mean, I guess I don't know because I'm not a coder. But how hard was it to do this? I'm sure they're making tons of money that they wouldn't otherwise have done on that. I also think it would make an incredible app. I was slightly bummed when I found out that it wasn't something I could do on my phone, because I would have loved to have been able to just 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, right? Whereas, and not that I can't do that with my ally, but it is different. When I'm sitting down with my ally, I am sitting down. It's not, oh, Annie's taking in the bathroom, and so I have like literally 2 minutes, get my phone out and scroll things. It's different. So I also learned from our Blue Sky account that other games have done this. Dragon's Dogma 2 did the exact same thing. So for a game that your character creation is such a huge and integral part of the game, I think this is absolutely brilliant. And it will also do what, Dan, you always talk about, is if you do this, you get to jump right in and start playing. You will get to play the game. So
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. I'm really excited.
This is a really cool idea. And have any of you guys done something similar to this or no? Have there? Does it say in there about like other games that have done something similar?
Just Dragon's Dogma 2.
Okay.
Apparently, which I need to go download that one also. That was our German friend Boxenberger told us about that one. So
Todd, I'll come back to your point in a second about Ubisoft. Jose, any thoughts or Bacon on the character creator?
yeah, Silkenet said Dragon's Dogma 2 also.
I think it's rad, man. And here, you know how I view it is not that it's not something I would use a lot. I probably wouldn't use it more than like a single time.
Sure.
Like I think about like when Elden Ring first came out and it was like, I know the character creator is going to be rad. And like the first night when I was so pumped to play the game, I think I legit spent an hour and a half in the character creator.
Oh yeah.
And, well, I certainly don't want people to get like fired or in trouble at work. I could have totally seen myself that morning, like downloading the app and like on my break, if I have a second, or at my lunch, like I'm going to build my character and like have it ready to rock. Cause Chance makes a great point that like, especially for people, I know that our numbers on the year in review don't make it sound like we don't have time to game, but realistically, like we do have a lot of other responsibilities and we don't have as much time as we want. And so being able to have fun and enjoy it would, one, bring up the hype level for me, but two, would also, I think, allow me to play more of the game, which is great. And I just from a marketing perspective, Chance is right. I mean, I could totally see the people that I know at work that are into gaming to be like, hey, what are you doing over there? And I'm like, I'm making my character right now in Dragon Guard. They're like, what? Or Dragonville? And they're like, show me. And like, oh, I want to do that
Veilguard.
right now. You don't even have to have the game. Like you could see how you could easily get some really nice support there.
Bacon, any closing thoughts?
I've never really been a character creator guy.
Hold on, Joe. We got one more quick thing. Sorry.
I'm definitely not going to create myself because I don't want to see my ugly mug for.
Bacon always creates
137.
female characters because he likes staring at asses.
I always go Stellar Blade, and I put a few face tattoos on, and usually like some shaved side of her head. And
He names her Karen.
I go through. I do name her Karen. Or
Literally, though,
Lunchbox.
everything that's funny that you're saying tells me you would like this. You should download it and see what you think. I guarantee you.
I mean, as a standalone, I could do it, but I just want to get in the game. So sometimes I'll pick default characters and just go.
Chance, one concern was I just thought now this wasn't out before the game came out.
Because if just released yesterday, with
that's
Dragon
a big
Age
miss.
Day.
It should have came out before the game because that would have sold even more copies for them. Yep,
100%.
Very
Totally
quick.
fair. It didn't.
News story number 5. Very quickly, games coming to Game Pass for December 2023.
24.
2,
23.
10.
7.
God dang it! You gotta stop it. Out now. Crash Team Racing. Forza Motorsport is coming to Game Pass Standard. Sorry, Crash is Game Pass Ultimate. Okay. Haunty is December 4th. Game Pass Standard console, and then EA Sports World Rally Cross Cloud Console PC. Ultimate PC Game Pass, Overthrown Game Preview, Ultimate, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle comes out December 9th, day 1 on Ultimate and PC Game Pass. Wild Frost, Cloud Console PC, Ultimate, Carrion, Ultimate, January 2nd. Wild Frost, was December 10th. Road 96, Cloud Console PC Ultimate, January 7th. I don't think there's anything else. Leaving soon. Leaving the 15th. Amnesia, The Bunker, Forager, Forza Horizon 4. There you guys. That's the delist date, December 15th. Buy it before then. Rainbow Billy, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Good thing I bought that on Steam. Tin Hearts, The Quarry. Jose still hasn't beaten that.
I did finish it.
Oh, okay. Blaze Blue, Close to the Sun, Humankind, Lego 2K Drive, McPixel 3, Party Animals are all leaving December 30th.
Party Animals already, huh?
First.
Kind of fun.
All right, Jose. God dang it.
Joe, check your DMs.
Let's let Diego in finally.
Hey, you should have sent it to his Twitter DM so you'd have to go back
Silken
on
It
Twitter.
said Haunty. I don't know how to say that, by the way. Silken is a cute collectathon game. Highly recommended.
Yeah, that one piqued my interest, Silken. I might check that one out. That's a good RG ally game for me.
And then
I feel like I got to play Carry
this
On.
count to 10. Have patience with Joe. My rook is handsome. Oh, that's what I wanted to say really quickly. Todd, you said something about Ubisoft. You said,
Ooh, hold on. Nissa Lego Skywalker Saga is free on Epic.
better go grab
That
it.
game is unbelievably
That is so that is really good.
value.
Todd's comment about Ubisoft seems lost. They haven't had a new IP win in years. Yeah, to be fair, Todd, I can't say that Ubisoft isn't trying. Like you listed, Prince of Persia, not a typical Metrovania and well received. Phoenix, a lot of people like that. No Rayman. Do people really want Rayman? Oh God,
I knew that was his announcement. Joe's a PC gamer.
Huh?
And
Look
the
at this thing.
Cyberpunk, huh?
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, you
It's all
guys.
cyber.
Marvel Rivals.
Looks like a lot of freedom in your hand there.
Look at that, huh? Nobody
You're
talks
not
about
looking
this.
so blue anymore.
Nobody talks about it.
Nobody
That's-
talks
Did you
about
get that
this
one for
thing.
$335, Joe?
This is the 335. What do you think I am for?
You got the OLED, everybody. God
Go
dang
the
it.
OLED. Come on, guys.
Son of a gun. Is that your announcement?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I got
right.
some-
Well, thank you, Joe from PS.
if I really like it, I'm going to make a podcast called Deck Dudes, Steam Deck
okay.
podcast.
Not bad.
Logo is going to be me, someone else sitting on a deck with our decks out in our hands.
With your dad.
Yep, with our decks in our hands.
You guys, this is all going back to the PP.
quality
The
decks.
PP. He kept talking about
Yeah,
PP.
we're
what was that?
PPs, Portal
PP
Pals.
people. Yes, that's
Listen,
what it was.
us PPs, we're hard. We stand firm in our belief that the PlayStation Portal is one of the best places to play handheld games. And sometimes when I'm not a PP, I like to have my deck in my hands,
Yeah.
playing my games, playing with my deck.
Suggested.
Sometimes he plays with himself. Sometimes he plays with
Sometimes, exactly. Sometimes I'm playing with myself.
Did you ever let
Someti-
somebody else play your deck with your deck?
Not without permission and consent
Okay. Well,
to touch my deck.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
That's a given. That's a given. Sometimes, what I'm trying to do next week, because Light has a deck, Kyle has a deck. We all have decks, so we're gonna try to cross streams next week on the show.
Nice. You're going to
How
stream
is your,
from the decks.
Yep.
How has your venture into PC gaming gone for you so far?
He keeps bragging
yeah.
that he was a PC gamer before all of us.
I was. I
fake
really was, dude.
been
You
in this game
guys
since,
nearly adopted the dark. I was born in it, guys.
I've been in this game since like 99.
Well, technically, I was a
so-
PlayStation fanboy before you, Joe. I mean, I've got.
know,
I don't know if
right?
you can see my PS1 right
is
there and the PS3 back there. I'm just saying.
If age was the reason, or like, counted, sure. You know?
Thank you.
But Babe Ruth wouldn't be hitting homers like he would if he was out here today. You know what I'm saying?
All
That's
right,
fair.
Yeah.
Joe.
Just like LeBron would have been mediocre back in the Jordan days.
That's true.
That is the stupidest freaking argument.
Well, he
I've ever
would.
seen.
He'd have been crying.
But listen,
He'd have
I'm
been
really
busy
glad that you
crying to
guys-
play basketball.
Finally grew some stones and had me on this show. You
I
know?
guess you can
Joe,
hear
is there something you really need to clear off your chest? Because otherwise, I want.
No, I'm just saying. I got a deck. I'm
exciting.
experiencing the best part of PC gaming, which is a nice pseudo
That's the best
closed.
part?
Yeah, pseudo closed.
Definitely
Consumer friendly design. You guys are like, oh, get a ROG Ally, the thing that has 35 minutes
Yes.
of battery life, that has the shittiest touch Windows OS.
ROG Ally
One could
X
ever-
has good. The
and
best
then
battery
it
life.
stabs your palms. What am I? Huh?
Joe,
You're
Jose,
weak if you think it stabs your palm.
Yeah, you got.
It's
woman hands.
uncomfortable.
Joe,
Uncomfortable.
we're gonna
It's
jump
not like
into
our Lord and Savior. holding
Joe,
that
we're
thing.
gonna jump into what have we been playing or
Okay.
watching. Tell me your experience with the Steam Deck. Are you impressed? What have you been playing? Be honest here, well, because you know it
I haven't
is-
played anything yet.
I'm working on that theme all day.
I've been
Had to get
fiddling
that
with it.
background.
I've been doing so.
Downloading updates.
Downloading updates, downloading shaders, downloading, whatever the hell you guys do over there. It sounds like awful.
You must live in my basement if your Wi-Fi is that shitty.
No, he has gig internet over there.
I have gig internet, man. I'm right next to this router. You telling me those adult videos? They download. But I downloaded Decky Loader. Don't guys listen. I have my deck in my hand. I'm using Decky. Okay. It's okay if I got a little decky and I'm playing with that too.
Silken, it says, what a fraud. Get him out of here. God dang it.
That's fair. That's fine. Look, can I talk about what I've been playing?
Yes.
And maybe what I've been eating?
Yes, of course.
Okay. First off, the PlayStation 5 Pro. Can I finally get some word in edgewise about the PlayStation 5 Pro?
Tell us about Pisser.
Yeah. Guy.
Oh no, you're breaking up. We can't hear you.
Yeah, it's
No,
as
he's-
if
Oh no. Let me speak the truth. Let me speak the truth, please. The fuck is this thing, guys?
Thank you. Thank you.
My
Jose,
review for-
you're supposed to mute him.
How was I supposed to know what he was going to say?
It's supposed to be a 4080, Joe. That's what I hear.
Yeah, these people are dumb, dude.
They're dumb.
It's
Those guys are
dumb. I don't have $3,000 to go waste away. Okay.
You can get it for much
I'm not a former, United Health CEO. I don't got that money laying around.
God.
That's too early. That is
No.
too early.
Oh, come on.
He just wants to come on here and just,
That was a good joke. So this thing, I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does. Truly, here's the thing
besides
that I hate
Final
the most.
Fantasy.
Can I say something? Here's the thing I truly hate the most. This thing, they're like, oh, you're going to decide whether it's resolution or it's not compromised. It's uncompromised. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Put in Spider-Man. Not going to lie, guys. Looks good. Looks real nice. It is the promise fulfilled. But then I go into the options. Pro resolution and then pro frame rate. And I'm like, I still got to choose. Don't give me the option. Now, when I turn on the pro resolution, geez, I understand the whole hype about ray tracing. It's beautiful, but it's running like on 30 FPS. And my eyes have grown accustomed. It's like, this doesn't feel right. Sure, there's more cars, everything.
You can't,
it's
not
beautiful.
for you can't do that in Spider-Man. You got to be in performance for that game like that.
It's performance, man. And now, again, do games look better? Yeah. Do games run better? Yeah. But is it worth $700 better? No. It's the same thing when I tell you guys about the PC. Like, there are diminishing returns after a certain point when you get into this PC gaming, unless you're Bacon, who's mourning a close friend, apparently. It's all right. It's a little better PS. You don't need to upgrade from your PS5 base. You truly don't. It's unneeded.
Thank you, Joe.
PS5 base is a perfectly
it's a great
fine
console.
console.
It's a great console.
If you have money to burn, be my guest. But you, at this juncture right now, it is not worth it. It could be worth it in a year.
Yeah.
Maybe they figure out some bugs, but right now,
that's the promise of it, right, Bacon? Or DLSS wasn't always great, right? But
No,
now
DLSS one was
it's continuing, and maybe the pisser
that is
will,
a sick controller.
will get better.
I'll give you that.
A very cool controller.
got the edge over there.
Edge overrated.
30th
but,
anniversary.
I got my edge right here.
Let's give credit.
I've
where
been edging
credit's-
this entire episode, guys.
Let's give credit where credit's due for PlayStation. They know how to hit on that nostalgia bug. They know how to do the hype.
Those themes.
The PS1s. I would buy a PS5 just to have that again. I would never play it. I would just boot it up and constantly.
Now
hit PlayStation
I've
stuff.
heard Colin his name dropped multiple times, and mine's just out of annoyance. Just want to say,
I don't like Colin either. But it's just
You guys,
Chop
there's
liver?
no reason. I was just talking about your show. I just commented about you and
the trophy
what you
room,
were
PlayStation
saying.
podcast made by the players for the
I
players. For me and my two
haven't
best friends
said
talk about the latest and greatest all things
Sacred Symbols
PlayStation.
once this
We're working on the
episode,
platties right now.
And hold on, Joe. Did you hear?
And that was for a
Jose's
game
heartfelt-
review.
Last week, Jose had a very
Yeah, we thanked you. Exactly.
as you
Unlike
were the-
Joe, Unlike Joe
first,
Chance,
Joe.
we listen to each other's
You are
shows
first.
and we support you guys.
And
So-
we answer all their questions that they put in their
Okay,
Oh,
Bacon.
no. Oh,
Sometimes
no,
I
here
have
it is.
ADHD and I forget.
No,
and I
we're calling
forget-
out Kyle the hater. Kyle hates us. And I just
Kyle hates
noticed
me.
that he wasn't even in our chat. And I'm very disappointed.
Who,
So he's,
Kyle?
like, he's like, don't put me on that chat with
Guys,
those lower
guys,
peasants.
I hate to break it to you. I think he's on to bigger and better things than going on these shows. Have you guys seen the Indie Game Awards?
Yes.
Y'all should stop. Check IndieGameAwards.com. Indie Game Awards on Blue Sky.
Yes,
You
I've been
check
paying
it.
attention
It's
to
looking
6-1
nice.
Indie.
It's looking
SIXONE,
nice.
INDIE. I know. Joe.
Ooh wee, ooh wee. I'm going to be at Brooklyn, so if you got words to say, have at ye, you punk. But no, that's truce ground. You can't fight me on there. Block outside at one of the pizza shops, or I'll take a Nathan's hot dog stand. We'll settle the beef.
All right.
But in Brooklyn,
So what have you been playing?
we just said.
Dragon Age Veilguard.
Okay.
What do you think about this?
Act 9 gets
There's 9 acts.
There's 11. And let me tell you something.
Spoilers.
The first 2 are like a little, okay, let's see where this goes. Act 3, I'm like, cooking with some sort of gas. 4, I'm like, I'm here. Act 8. Holy shit. Act 9 is some Avengers level shit. And I'm not even done yet.
No.
And I'm like, and Kyle's like, and it
I hear
gets
it's
even
great.
crazier.
I hear it gets good. Ains,
I'm gonna have to play
said all the same things that you're saying.
Am I Joe? Because we were just talking. Did you hear us talking about the character creator?
Yeah. They're
Am
a
I
little late to
gonna
that, but-
Am I gonna buy the game as soon as I create my character?
Just
Yeah.
do
that
blah, blah, blah.
that character creator, I would say, is on par with Dragon's Dogma 2.
Okay.
It's almost as good as Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate
Okay.
is the best by far, but like,
How
this
does
is no
where does
slouch.
Cyberpunk fall into this? Because you can.
Cyberpunk's pretty good.
Can you edit certain private
Junk?
parts?
No.
Oh
No.
That's
Yeah.
number 2 always.
I think and this is gonna sound shocking. I remember the one I spent the absolute most amount of time on was the original Destiny. The amount
Really?
of time,
Really?
There's a character
of like
There's like
creation.
5 choices.
Yeah, the different robots. that I
Skyrim
was
or
trying to
something?
make.
Yeah.
Really?
Last year,
Skyrim was-
Even Elder Scroll or Elden Ring, like I'm like, man,
I made my
spent
Taylor
way
Swift
too much
build in
time.
Elden Ring, and it was incredible.
Way too much time because there really isn't that much you can do.
Also, David Jaffe, can I explore that that thought?
What about Jaffe? I love Jaffe. He's a crazy son of a gun. He's hilarious.
I listened to Jaffe's political
He's out
takes.
there, but he knows what he's doing. He's about the attention. He knows what he's doing. Guys, we can't deny what he created to video games. Like there's no denying
There are
God of
2
War,
games
Twisted
there.
Metal. Like those are like, come on.
Solely him. No one else.
Oh god.
Love you, Jeff.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just playing.
Joe, save your best food. Does anyone want to quickly add what they've been playing? I'm good. I don't need to add anything. Joe, I don't know if you heard, but I'm under embargo, so I can't talk about.
I'm under embargo too for a game I got.
I'm gonna pull a Dreamcast guy move here. I'm playing a PlayStation game, and he always holds his controller. Anyone notice that? I am playing.
Joe holds his deck all day long.
Dude, my deck's been in my hands.
I am playing Horizon Zero Dawn on the
let's poke
PC.
my eye out.
The
By the way,
remaster.
I got to give you credit, Bacon. If you are continuing to play it on the normal difficulty or hard, that's insane. Because I couldn't.
Well, I
do
looked
that.
at the achievement, the trophy list, and you have to play it on ultra hard.
What?
I think that's on the new game plus trophy lists.
Oh,
Absurd.
God.
So when I
You
saw
don't
that
need that
last
for the
night, I'm
platinum.
like,
You don't need that for the platinum.
okay.
Because
What
I
was
got
that?
the
I'm sorry,
platinum
I wasn't paying
on
attention.
Horizon. He's talking about
Super
Horizon Zero
ultra
Dawn
hard.
remastered.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need to do.
Well, is it a different list this time compared to the first game?
I didn't look at it.
Joe, do you know?
No, because you could plat it without doing the DLC from what I'm aware.
So, my thoughts. It's a fun game. I am so sick of picking berries and fruits and like just give me a regenerative health bar and let me fight the robots. It's
wait
fun.
till you get to
It's fun.
Forbidden West.
The remasters.
She talks when she picks up the berries.
The
And it's a lot.
remaster is great. The facial animations are better. The water looks incredible. I'm getting ray tracing. I'm playing at like 240 frames a second in super ultra wide, the way all games
It's a
should
beautiful
be played.
game.
How can you even see that much? 240 frames?
So it's
unneeded.
It's a great game.
It's-
I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna get the.
No
platinum.
wonder why you said too soon to the joke. You can't relate to anybody here.
I wanted
talking
to get it done before I play indie, but that's probably not going to happen. And then I've been playing Balatro, and I
Yeah.
have 23 3 hours in that stupid game.
It's not stupid, and
Well,
Joe
here's
is-
my problem. The game is fantastic, right?
Phenomenal.
It's not a game of the year. I'm sorry. There's no story, no
It's
writing.
an impactful game of the year.
It is.
No story. Why do my games have stories all of a sudden? The
I
Xbox
can't
guy.
stop playing the game, and I'm saying that it can't compare to a game with an actual story and writing. And I
Gives
get
a
it.
shit.
One guy
Did you
did
play it and are you liking it?
One
That's
guy
a game,
made it,
brother.
It's awesome. It's not poker.
guy.
You're right.
Look at
It
the
is not.
the PlayStation guy is telling the Xbox guy, get a grip on the story.
I like cutscenes. I like unskippable cutscenes.
Yikes.
Like over the shoulder, third person, sad dad simulators.
Okay, buddy.
But that's what I've been
Get some
playing.
Prozac when you're playing these games.
Jeez, see, this is why the trophy room
This
doesn't
is
like me.
they do hate you over there,
They do
Bacon. I don't know
hate me
what's
at the
going on.
trophy room.
Jose, what anything you want to add?
hate
Other
his
than
guts.
just like COD stuff, played a lot of Stalker. Like I now have, I think I'm 11 hours into Stalker.
Nice.
Really enjoying it. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to put it in the game of the year category. It's not that kind of a game for me, but I just enjoy playing it because it's not slow paced. There's lots to do and there's lots of mechanics to manage and stuff like that. But I think the menu system is really well done. The one thing that I don't love is the encumbrance, because there is an encumbrance piece of it.
Why do they do that? But that's a part of that game, right?
But it
Like,
is because
yeah.
it's a survival game, and like that's the whole idea.
Yeah.
You have to. Do you really need this, or do you not need this? Can you take this back safely somewhere? They do give you an infinite inventory thing that basically appears in all the towns, so that helps a lot. I really appreciate that. But it's a cool game. Like I'm really enjoying it. It finally got to the point where it's actually a little bit hard. Like I died a couple times trying to fight this like squad of guys and had to like actually strategize a little bit, but I'm having a great time with it, man. And the story is a little bit hard for me to follow because it's kind of because I go do some side quests and then I do the main story, and so like I get it, but I don't totally get it. I kind of wish from the start I had just done the whole the A line kind of thing. But the problem is then you don't have like overpowered weapons and stuff like that, which I like having in those games. So it's a great game, man. If you're not into survival games or you don't like encumbrance, do not play this game. Absolutely not enjoy it. But I will say it is absolutely gorgeous. Like even though my machine can run it on ultra, I don't play it on ultra. I play it on normal just because I don't need all that extra craziness. But it's a gorgeous game, dude. And like just wandering around the wastelands, they do a lot of stuff with audio that's really cool, and it's awesome. So definitely 11 Soccer 2. I also really quick shout out to Luke, even though he went to bed because he's old. I did keep playing Retro Realms, that Michael Myers game on my Ally. It's a fun game, dude, and it's not long. It's like 9 levels, but I'm trying to like basically make it perfect. Like I'm getting all the quote unquote pumpkins. They're like some of the collectibles, and it's cool. So I'll keep playing that, and then I might check out some of these indies finally. Like I know Silken that I want to play 9 Souls. I want to check out that Haunty game. So that might be what I might move on to after that. And of course, Indie. Can't wait for Indie. It's gonna be great.
Can't wait. Bubble Boy, quickly, anything you want to add before we get into the best food?
Yeah, nothing new.
All right. Bacon, did you go? Oh yeah, you did.
I
You were
did.
talking about
Joe
PlayStation.
shot me down,
Yeah.
scorned me, and put me in a corner.
I fell asleep when you were talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Gentlemen, let's
So
close the show like we always do. And Joe was excited about this too, with the best food we had this week. Joe, what was the best food you had this week? Let's hear it.
Tell you what, it wouldn't be.
Wait. Yeah, wait. You're on your special diet. So what was it? Chicken?
Wouldn't be a Whopper. I wouldn't be ruining a diet over a Whopper. The best?
What about Little Caesars?
Come on, guys. What the hell are we doing?
Sorry, we don't
A
live
Whopper.
in the
We're still
tri-state
going-
area.
Oh,
Yeah, you should be apologizing. It's the best place to live. Best food on the planet. A Whopper. Where the best thing about it is the mayo that hides the taste of what is just pseudo char.
We're talking
on a
about
meat.
Chick-fil-A and the Chick-fil-A sauce on their chicken.
All right, let's talk about it. Two things. First, I want to highlight you're right. First off, I lost 54 pounds.
look
Everybody
great.
to clap.
You look great.
Thank you.
That's a big deal, Joe.
Thank you.
No cap.
Jose, do your
Jose.
no Mac anymore. It's not parts anymore.
Oh, no.
What about the hearts? Why
On
can't
his
you-
Mac, he would do that and would do these little
that's
hearts.
That's because Macs are better than PCs. Anyway, so I lost 54 pounds. Please clap. Ask your wives how I'm doing. I got way more stamina. Here's what I started to learn, and I need your guys' help on this. I started making protein shakes, but like actual like smoothie shakes. Like
I don't do it.
You don't do it at all.
You're adding calories.
Well, so today I did it because I was like, okay, so here's all I really do is different. Is this I add ice, and then I add a banana in there. Love a good banana.
Okay.
That's fair. No, that's fine.
And and then like so
That's fine.
like for dinner okay, so here's what I had to eat today. Had a protein shake after workout today. Then I had a chicken sandwich because it was a bit of a cheat day. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, and then I had a protein shake for dinner because I didn't feel like eating. Because I don't like to brag, but I'm on a little bit of that Wegovy for the next 2 weeks until the healthcare coverage denies me of it. And yeah, and I'm on a little metformin. So the combo is that I'm not
Metformin.
jonesing it. Oh, metformin's great. It's
this-
great. Oh, listen, if you can
My
get
first
past
day
this-
on that,
I have no idea what these guys are talking
It's
about.
diabetic drugs, metformin.
Yeah, metformin's diabetic drugs on label. Off label, it helps curb appetite. Which, when I was 390, I had an appetite of a pregnant woman. So she's like, "Listen here, sweetheart." She called me sweetheart. Humble brag. And she's like, "I'm going to talk down to you. This is what you need, metformin." And for 3 months, listen, if you have a carb with this pill, like when you take it,
you mention this?
you're gonna blow chunks. Is all I'm going to say.
I blew it out the wrong end.
Whoa, it's wild.
Which
But
end's the right end?
you don't want to know.
That's fair.
Anyway, humble brag, shake. I'm learning things.
Good.
I'm testing things out. I also have the powder that you told me to get, the pre-workout stuff.
Oh god.
It's a little grainy, but I'm like I notice a difference.
Did you get double rich chocolate or you just got the normal chocolate?
Oh no, I got the rich chocolate. Come on, man.
It is I'm not kidding. That's the best chocolate I've had.
Absolutely.
You really do got to mix it well. And
I get it from
cold
Costco.
water is the best.
Cold
It's
water,
got to be
but-
ice cold. I would keep it in the fridge and then I would put it in there and then
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
mixing in
If-
with ice, banana makes more sense to me now.
Yeah, but if I don't and I feel like I want a little treat, I put a little whole milk in there, and that'll be like a meal for me.
That's a
That'd
lot.
be-
Whole milk's a lot of calories, but
Well,
I'm proud
it's
of
a
you,
lot.
Joe.
I mean, listen, altogether it comes out to like 390.
Well,
So,
here's
like,
the
that's
thing.
a
I didn't
breakfast.
know that you were on a supplement that's curbing your appetite. That's
right.
is going to be huge because that's my biggest struggle. It hits me and I fall apart. I don't know if you saw I was eating a protein shake. By the way, shout out to True Bar. Not a sponsor, not an ad.
Okay.
I really like these.
All right, I finally found the food. I was buying time till I found the food. Guys, get the Atkins protein bars. It's like covered in chocolate. It's like a little caramel, I think, in there as
Oh,
well.
sounds good.
You'll get bored
And
of
it's-
them real quick.
Nope.
No,
I
dude.
love them.
I
No,
did
it's like
that.
crack
when I first
cocaine.
was diabetic, I was like,
Dude, I'm popping those. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. I go, oh, my 3:00 snacks here.
Shout out to the best food, aka Dieting 101 on the Nerd Chat tonight. Jose, I'll go very quickly. I don't know if you saw on the list. I did have I think I had Chipotle. Is that correct? I needed you to add 2 breakfast burritos. Sorry, 2 breakfast burritos to the list, and then 1 QPC, 1 Big Mac. Yes. Tonight, I, unlike Joe, went crazy and ate very badly. I had a quarter pounder with cheese, a Big Mac, and I got the McRib. I just want to throw it out there right now. What's our feelings on the McRib? Todd loves them. Every time I get it, I'm like, why do I do
bad
this?
about yourself.
No, it's not even feeling bad. I'm just like, why do I continue to get this? It's
Because of The
just there.
Simpsons.
Okay. I guess that's it. All right. So, yeah, that was the best food I had this week. Hands down, the quarter pounder with cheese. And the McRib, I will not be getting it again until next year when I get it again and be like, why did I get this? So, once a year. Bubble Boy, what was the best food you had?
So we do advent calendars in my house, and I got a dad vent.
What's the
calendar
advent calendar?
that you
Are you
count-
serious?
A day for Christmas.
You get like one tiny gift every day
It's like
up until
yeah.
Christmas.
And they
Not
pull out like a
celebrate
little
Christmas
toy
on
that
the
you
East
put
Coast?
on your tree, or it comes a little
Is that
tree.
is that a religion thing?
No, it's like a kid's. It's for kids.
Have you ever
to
seen?
open up
Have you ever
every day
seen
and count
Christmas
down.
Vacation, the movie?
Holy shit!
Oh wait, no, I
hasn't
think I
seen
have, but it was
Christmas
no, never mind. Well, like National Lampoons with
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but, like
Yeah.
all the scene changes. They like open a little door, and it's like 17, and they're opening the door. Are you trolling me right now? Have you seen? you
How
know
about
exactly what
it
an
was the
advent
one line
calendar
from
is.
the holiday one or the vacation one. It's like, how about this? I take you out back, kick you in the nuts, and we call it a deal.
Yeah, that's from Vegas, though.
That's for Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I got a Dadvent calendar. I
nice.
have gotten a different kind of beef jerky every day, and they have been fantastic. Yes, it was wonderful.
Jerky,
I've had a
great snack.
Was
garlic
or
one.
still is.
Well, the ones I've had so far, I've had a garlic.
Chance,
I've had a.
that wouldn't last 30 days for me. Or 25 days. I'd eat it all in one sitting.
But Cora and Annie are
Yeah, I
so
know, it's
into
for
it,
them,
and
I
they
know,
have been
I
on their best behavior thanks to these things. So I could never break that. That's the silence is worth every bit of.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Tenero Primero. Tonight was homemade burgers with some onion rings. B, good work. By the way, a lot of people complimenting you on your weight loss. B, unfortunately, he said, B said, good work, man, 54 pounds lost, but he said, I'm up 20.
Oh, solid. Hey, games, man.
I lost when you found
me.
it, brother. You know?
Muscle.
Ooh, deja vu. I ordered some of the Gorilla Mind protein bars. Deja vu, you know what? I'd be there too, but after my incident, my scrotal tear incident, I'm afraid of Gorilla
He
Mind.
ripped his nuts, you guys.
Gennaro Primero is the McRib, even a rib. And Nissa Hauer, Cumberland Farms has a McRib-like sandwich. Hey, what is it? Nissa says they have a Harry Potter calendar. That's correct? Oh, Cora. Okay, you already responded. Bacon, did you have anything delicious this week?
Well, it was Thanksgiving a couple days ago, and I had a quick question. Do you guys like ham with Thanksgiving, or am I the only one?
No, we like ham.
We talked about this last week.
Big ham.
My wife,
Yeah.
I picked one up at the grocery store. I'm like, finally, I can get some ham. And she read me the riot act saying, nobody has ham with Thanksgiving. And I said, you're wrong. So I'm going to make her watch this. Everyone agrees, ham with Thanksgiving. Okay. But tonight being the wife's birthday, I actually stopped and got, have y'all ever tried nothing bunt cake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
Got a
I
couple
have.
of those.
Heard of them.
Those
Is
are
it like the
life-changing.
little container?
Yes.
The little mini.
I got a red velvet one, and one of
yeah.
my favorite words in the world is the red velvet was so moist.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you was gonna say a slanger.
It was moist, and it was a banger slanger. The wife had pumpkin spice. I got that for her. I won, and she really enjoyed it. So shout out to Nothing Bunt Cake.
Bunt cake.
If there's one in your local area,
Get
if you
it.
like cake. They're ridiculous.
only a
I had one just recently, Bacon, when one of our new teammates joined the team at my work. She brought them for everybody, and it was a funfetti one. Holy shit.
I don't know what they do, what their secret sauce is, but it's incredible.
It's cocaine, I think.
Yep, exactly.
So,
Chipotle Bear, what was the best food you had this week?
I also added one to the Chipotle counter. We had Chipotle tonight because Thursday night's usually when I cook, but it's been a crazy week in school and stuff. So I was like, I got nothing. We're going to Chipotle. She was like, great. So that was delicious tonight. Certainly not healthy, but makes me feel like it's healthier than some of the other stuff I would
could be
cook.
worse.
And then honestly, I mean, a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. I think we had Thanksgiving 3 different times over the last week, which is fine. Like, it's just, I don't love Thanksgiving food. I enjoy it. I
don't
certainly
love
eat it. Certainly gain weight,
stuffing?
but it wasn't like, it's just not what I think of when I'm super excited. Now, like Cinco de Mayo food, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Ham in general, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was other than that, it
Rum
wasn't
ham?
super crazy.
Speaking of ham,
it's
Deja
funny.
Vu said honey baked ham is the only way to go, always.
First off, people that say turkey isn't good, let's settle this.
They're
People
haters.
they
Turkey is good.
just suck at cooking turkey. You don't have a smoker. Go smoke your turkey. It's going to change your life.
Turkey's good regardless. Shout out to Todd. Todd said McRib haters go away. Sorry, Todd.
Todd is.
I think Todd's the only one here who likes the McRib. Let's
Can
be
I
real.
can I say something? One more thing about the
Yes.
McRib.
Yes.
Even at my lowest, I was like, this might kill me, right? Like, even as I weighed 373 pounds and I ordered one at the Preakness Shopping Center, I knew this was a low moment for me.
Oh, there you go. Diego says, Viva Mexico. And Dinero said, Chipotle Bear, is your name derived from Chipotle? Chipotle, give him the quick story about where your ties to.
Because he's the bandit.
Very quickly.
I am not Chipotle. I am Chipotle.
He's the bandit.
No, it's because we ate Chipotle so much in high school, like because it opened when we were in high school, and like
We were at one of the first.
because it
Chipotle
started
Fridays.
in by DU here in Colorado, which is not too far from us. But I love Chipotle. My wife loves Chipotle. My email I'm not going to say my email because we're on air, but everything about my life is Chipotle. And I proposed to my wife at Chipotle. If you want to watch it, you can see
No
those.
way.
Yep. Flash. It's on the internet.
That's awesome.
Flash
Dude.
mob with my students. We danced, and then I proposed to her right there. And she did say yes, in case you were worried.
It really kind of was. She'd be like, really?
Afterwards at that Chipotle,
I said Disney World.
because they would recognize us. They would be like, "Hey, you're the dude that proposed." I'm like, "Yep." They're like, "All right, our meal's on us." So like that was.
Oh,
I'm gonna find this video.
Yep. It is there. So, gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 188, Xbox Year in Review 2024. My name is Daddy Diwali. You can follow me at Daddy Diwali across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast on all social media. Apparently, we've got the most followers ever on Blue Sky as far as podcasts are concerned. So, maybe go check us out there. I'm still not sold on Blue Sky. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I found
Why?
the video.
You gotta support it.
I don't know why
You gotta
everybody
support
hates
it,
us.
man.
Whatever. Anyway.
You know exactly why everybody hates
Why
Twitter.
everybody hates Twitter? It's not even just like Elon sucks at everything, or political views. He just sucks.
He does.
And now
He does suck.
everything you say is just like some bot who's trying to troll. You know,
The bots make me feel wanted, all right, Joe? I don't
they
mind
keep
the
telling me to
bots.
kill myself, and then I'm like, whatever. I can't say it. This is not my
Joining us,
show.
special guest. Okay, Bacon's got the video up. It is there. Joe, a.k.a. at Mr. Badbit, across all social media, the Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast host. Where can people find you, even though I just said it?
You can find me on Blue Sky, where it's nice and people actually talk about video games. Honest to goodness, it's not even like Elon helped Trump win. It's like nothing to do about that in the slightest. It really just has to do with like people actually talk about video games, and it's not like Xbox, PlayStation. It's actually like, oh, I've been playing this and I'm having fun. It's nice. Nobody's like trying to cancel one another. It's just, it's nice
Not
over
yet.
there, man.
Cancel
Not yet.
bacon.
Not yet. But here's the thing. You can literally create an entire thread and go, hey, anybody that says, I don't know, for an example, MAGA, you get to mute them. It's great.
Can
and then
you
I don't have
apply-
to hear my uncle anymore.
Can you
win-win.
apply that filter to the clan tags on Call of Duty Black Ops 6?
Yes. Hey, come on.
Jose, Chipotle Bear.
Oh, wait. And also the Platties. Go.
Oh, yes.
By
yes.
this time, the episode's out. The Platties are officially here. Again, PS Trophy Room on Blue Sky. That's going to have the whole list and also
Okay.
on
Did you
X,
share the link
telling me to
yet?
kill myself.
Did you share the link? Because I did vote. I
Once.
voted every year.
Yes, once.
Okay, I will be there.
But it's
Jose-
officially tomorrow because whole rollout's been crazy for me.
Wait. You're hosting the show tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
Yesterday, literally the last 3 days of the Platties mixed with this week's show, I've been too busy. The last 3 days are literally working 24/7.
So are we going to be able to vote or no?
Yeah, on Friday.
Okay.
Yes.
Jose, where can people find you?
You can find me Chipotle Bear, lots of places. Always happy to engage with our fans. We're up to 312 followers. We gained 5 more this week. We're inching closer to Dan having to eat 8
I can't wait.
burgers live on air. I can't wait either. He may puke people out of both ends. We don't know. So tell your friends, if you wouldn't mind, like and subscribe. We appreciate it. And honestly, if you're an audio listener, that's totally fine, man. We just appreciate you listening and sharing with us. If I'm being super honest, the goal of this is not to retire and podcast forever. We're going to be at our jobs until that retires. But this is more about getting together, having fun, even with our friends like Joe and stuff. So thank you everybody for listening to the chat. You were fantastic tonight. Shout out to everybody there. Hoping you're having a great December, and we'll chat. We'll see you soon.
Rex Bacon Gaming, where can people find you? Shout out to Nell.
Yes, again, happy birthday to my lovely wife. And
Is she really 23 years old, or you josh her?
No, jeez.
you never tell a woman how old she is, Joe. You'll learn these things.
My wife's
You
39.
just subtracted 10 years, and they're already like, oh my
Here's
goodness.
the thing, and this works every time, and people are always amazed when I say this. Add 10. So let's just
Shit.
no, I'm serious. So right now, if I
Oh,
told
you
people
look
I was
great.
49, they'd be like, "Damn, Chance. Okay, well, like, what's your secret?" Like, okay.
Maybe
Well,
for
because I'm
you.
fat, that already happens. Like us fat people, we de-aged by 10
I'm telling
until we
you.
lose the weight, and then we get more defined. People are like, oh shit, dude.
Todd Oxter says, I love you all, but you are all terrible.
Even Jose.
I want want to shout out my mortal enemy, Joe, for gracing us with his presence. He is now a PC
Mortal
gamer,
enemy.
and I don't want to hear anything else. He
you
is a
can't talk
PC
crap
gamer.
now. I
I'm
can't
a
wait to see
Steam
him.
Deck boy. I'm a Steam dude with my deck out, with my deck in
got
my
it.
hands,
Yep.
playing with it.
So shout out to the chat.
Waving
You
it
guys are
around.
awesome as always. You can
Mandatory
follow
reporters,
me.
Joe.
You can also follow me on Blue Sky and XBacon Gaming because Twitter sucks. And I'll see you guys next week.
And Bubble Boy and 7. Where can people find you?
They can find me running our Blue Sky account at will with full
No
We
of
do
more
not
Chiefs
condone or promote Kansas City
Harrison
Chiefs
Bucker.
I know.
from
I-
our account.
I really
That
do
is not-
genuinely try to make it as.
No, I appreciate what you're doing. I do.
what do you
But
call
no
it?
more Chiefs.
No, I know it's fine. But I do. Speaking of that, want to give a huge shout out
To
our
Bo
guy-
Nix, we Bo leave, right, Bubble Boy? You're
Not-
starting to
not-
fear those Broncos, baby. We're coming for you. We're coming for you, Bubble Boy.
I'm a believer. No, a huge shout out to De Niro. He created
I
some
saw.
really cool stuff for us. He made the new Bubble Boy and 7 logo, as well as Joe has something that he needs to say.
He's the most talented artist, and truthfully, and I'm saying this through my heart of hearts, okay? Because I know De Niro took like a year off the last year. He would have been doing our artwork for the trophy room, our rebrand. He would have been on that. He would have, like, if he broke out of retirement. That's how good he is. Okay, what he's achieved for the Platties will blow your mind.
Can't
That's all I
wait.
was gonna say.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So talented. I love
Shout
him.
out
I
to
want to kiss him.
Diego.
Yeah, so
I need to work on mine.
he's helping us with some of our gamer grade graphics. Good God, that's a lot to say.
Gamer game. What are you guys doing over there?
That
We're educators, Joe.
just wonderful dude. Thanks, Diego, and see you online. Is it tough today? Early.
Too early.
I always come too early.
Dang it. As always, Deck Boys.
It's the problem with the Deck Boys. Sometimes we come too soon. We get so excited and we're like, "Oh my god, the game started!" and it's still loading.
Edit the slash.
See you online.
See you online.
See you online.
See you online.
Is it my turn? See you somewhere online.
Let's get together, have a few laughs.
The Nerd Chat is an Xbox podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast across all social media. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy D. Wally. Co-host and producer Jose Martinez III can be found at Chipotle_Bear. Former intern, now co-host Jason Jarrett can be found at XBaconGaming. And former co-host, now returning intern, Chance Siegel can be found at Bubble Boy and 7. If you'd like to find out more about the show, please visit nerdchatmedia.com. And as always, see you online.